Welcome to Millennial Milkshake. Colin here, and just a little intro to this episode. Josh and Michelle are not here. We're taking a break this week, so we decided to give you a little bit of a best of 2021 episode. So the following is just a collection of clips of previous episodes and some of our favorite moments throughout the year. Hope you guys enjoy them, and you'll hear from me a little bit later. We've tested this segment, and guys, I mean, it was a smash hit both times that we tested it, right?
This is what Colin looks forward to every episode.
This is my milk-based baby.
Ugh.
And I've squeezed it out of the udders of my mind.
Ugh.
And it is my favorite, the world's favorite segment. It's called Apple Facts. And it is called Apple Facts. Why, Michelle? Pop quiz, why?
It's called Apple Facts because it's based off of Snapple Facts.
And what's the Apple part have to do with it, Josh?
Well, I believe you use a Mac, right?
Yep, I own a MacBook.
So these facts come from his very own Mac computer. So
yeah,
therefore, Apple Facts was born.
Perfect name. So they're just fun facts. They're all very true. Every single one is true. Don't listen to anything that Michelle and Josh have to say otherwise about these facts. I would never lie.
They're something else.
Josh, are you gonna read? Are you gonna take off the Apple Facts for us today?
I'm gonna get us going on the Apple Facts tonight.
All right, Ed, and Eddie Apple Facts. Here we go.
So our first Apple fact. Is everyone ready?
Yes.
So as Michelle stated, Ed and Eddie debuted on Cartoon Network on January 4th, 1999. On the exact same day, former WWE superstar Jesse "The Body" Ventura was sworn in as governor of Minnesota. I was going to make a joke about his roid-fueled body failing him in his old age before I realized that's a 69-year-old man who could kick my ass. I'm sorry, Jesse. You were fantastic in Predator.
So please, Jesse, don't come after me. You're great. You're so good in Predator. He ain't got time to bleed. It's one of my favorite action lines ever. When he gets shot, you ever see Predator? He gets shot, and Shane Black turns to him, and he's like, "You're bleeding, man." And Jesse the Body Ventura goes, "I ain't got time to bleed." And it's so badass. So that's our first Apple fact. Very true.
Okay, so, wow. I mean, this is definitely okay.
I should say something first. Originally, Michelle was going to read these, and this was a prank on Michelle, but now it's a prank on Josh.
Oh my God. So we got our number 2, and this is just the most. All right, so hold on to your boots, guys. This is going to be a bumpy ride. So, number 2. Every episode of Ed, and Eddie endures enigmatically elevating engagement, especially if energetic, infantile adolescents unearth ear-splitting eagerness. Eventually, even esoteric engagements are extinguished, and evolutions of the Earth in the 11th hour aired Ed, and Eddie's entertaining end. I'll be honest, I don't even know what I just read. Everything left as I read each word.
Basically, what it means is every episode of Ed, and Eddie is fun, and the last episode aired in November.
What a way to put it, Colin. What a glorious way to...
You sound great, Josh.
I forgot about that one.
So, we have number 3. A fan-made sequel to the original series has been in the works since 2019, which would focus on the Eds in their final year of high school. Time for a pitch. Eddie gets a vasectomy, so his selfish devil spawn can never see the light of day. Better yet, someone can run over his testicles with a bike. Jawbreaker? More like ball breaker, am I right?
Am I right?
God.
Let's go into my type 5.
Are we ready for number 4? Does Colin have any commentary on number 3?
Just a good joke.
So number 4. If you look in the background of every episode of Ed, and Eddie, you'll see a hidden character. While the character was never given an official name, fans have dubbed him Peterphile due to his wispy mustache, wireframe glasses, thinning comb-over, and the fact that he's always hanging around a cul-de-sac of unsupervised children. Actually, it's probably just that last part. And yes, to those who are a fan of British comedy, I did steal that joke from the IT crowd.
A little bit of plagiarism. All good.
And number 5, which so far the last Apple fact is usually my favorite. So, but I don't know what this one says until I read it. The theme song to Ed, Ed, and Eddie features incredible whistling talent. To perfectly replicate that signature whistle is our very own Michelle. Michelle, take it away.
Oh my god. Right, so. Thank you.
That's it.
I was expecting more.
I put so much work into these facts, and that's all I get.
I mean,
All right. That's enough. That's
Michelle, I think you need to wet your whistle.
yeah, I think so too. Been out of practice.
all right. So, how we feeling after that?
Well, I appreciate the Apple facts, Colin. They're always just truth I've never heard.
Mm-hmm. That's the perfect way to describe them. Truth you'd never heard. Because maybe some people don't understand the podcast and will think, well, you were all born in the 90s. Why are you reviewing Pee-wee, a movie that came out in the 80s? Fuck you, first
Right.
off, for asking that question. Just because something came out before we were born doesn't mean we didn't enjoy it as children.
Right.
It could anything that had come out while we were children or before we were children that was a part of our childhood, we can review it. So get off my fucking back. I guess,
Also-
guess it's the response
We make the rules.
to this fictional
so.
person. We make the rules.
We make the rules.
We make the
So.
rules. And if you have an issue with us, here's what you do. If you have a mean comment or something to say to us, this is what you're going to do. You're going to bake a cake and you're going to write out your mean comment on the cake and you're going to give us the cake.
Right.
That's what you do. Don't poison the cake. Don't poison the cake.
Yeah.
All right. You're not allowed to do that.
And we don't want
bad.
any boxed cake. No, you're gonna make the cake by hand, okay?
Homemade, bitches.
Yeah.
With,
And no peanut butter.
With a handwritten letter, please, of detailed why you don't
Obviously.
like.
Only
Anything you-
handwritten letters.
No. No letter. No letter. The comment has to be iced onto the cake.
Okay, so you want
yeah.
That's all.
comment and
Yup.
icing.
And icing. No peanuts or tree nuts because Michelle is allergic.
Right? And no pineapple upside down cake. Don't even try it.
No pineapple.
Oh,
Don't even try. I'm
God.
allergic to pineapple.
Don't try it.
And you know what? If you're some fucking freak weirdo who puts fish in their cake, guess what, assholes? I have a fish allergy too, so don't give me a fish cake.
Oh shit.
All right? We will accept. Let's list the types of cake we will accept. Yellow cake with chocolate icing.
Ew.
Can we agree on that one?
Ew.
All right? Nope, do not do that one. Josh is against that one. How we feel about devil's food?
Not sure. To be let me
Nope.
let me just
All
let
right,
me
no
just make
devil's
this
food.
plain
Take
and
it off
clear.
the list.
I don't like
All right.
chocolate cake that much.
Oh, so no chocolate cakes. Get the
Yeah.
fuck out.
I'm a
Okay.
big
All right? If
vanilla.
you make us a chocolate
Vanilla
cake, we
cake.
will report you to the police
To the police.
and your mommy.
and I hate red
This-
velvet. Gross.
Well, red velvet's basically just chocolate cake.
Yeah, it's
though.
just-
Yeah, but it has the
It's
cream
just the
cheese
same thing.
icing, which is just repulsive.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
I love myself some cream cheese icing.
Oh.
I love cream cheese in general.
I love cream cheese,
I also
but
am a
I
fan.
do. God, I hate that. I don't like cheesecake. I don't like any of that. I don't like cheese. in my
Okay, so
desserts.
here's how this is going to work. Josh is going to list the cakes he likes, and we will follow. You will follow those rules
Those
because
cakes.
it becomes very apparent that Michelle and I have a wider base of cakes.
I
we
will
enjoy
accept.
than
I will
Josh.
accept a nice vanilla cake with vanilla icing, or a Carvel ice cream cake, and that's final.
Oh, okay.
What about a cookie puss?
A what?
Oh, what?
A cookie puss?
I don't know what that is.
It's a type of ice cream cake.
It is?
Beastie Boys made a song about it. It's fine.
Or ice cream sandwiches. I'll take.
Okay.
Yes, but you have to assemble the ice cream sandwiches in like the letters of your complaint. You know.
Yeah.
That was a good point you brought up, Colin. Trading at lunch. So was that a thing you guys did a lot? Because I'll be honest, I don't remember trading like ever. But I always thought that was like that was like a common thing to do at the cafeteria. I didn't know if that was like a truth, if that was like just something I saw in movies, or if that's something a lot of kids did that I just didn't do.
Yeah, I also I don't think I ever traded anything with anyone. I think I saw people do it sometimes, but I don't think I ever participated in it, now that I think about it.
Wow. I mean, I was wheeling and dealing as a little third, fourth grader all the time, trying to improve my lunch whenever I could. which I think my mom did a pretty decent job with. Like we always had snacks in the house, and like, you know, I would eat mostly peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Like I didn't eat deli meat until I was probably in, I don't know, middle school, maybe later. So it was a lot of peanut butter and jellies and a lot of cheese. She would just pack me cheese sandwiches. So it'd be like a slice or two of American cheese between white bread, and that would be like my sandwich for the day. So you can see why I was trying to trade up every once in a while. But no, I would usually have like a sandwich and then like a little side piece, like a bag of chips or like a goldfish baggie, and then like a dessert, normally like a snack pack or a pudding or something along those lines. And then when you got all that, and then a drink, of course, like a juice box. And then when you've got all that to work with, you gotta, you know, sometimes you don't want to be in the mundane every day. This is my lunch. You can only eat goldfish, you know, sometimes 10 days straight. And then on that 11th day, you're like, well, let's make a deal. Kid across from me. What do you have? You have a Jell-O? What flavor Jell-O? Let's talk this out. And then so I was definitely a trader during my days in elementary school.
I think the reason I didn't trade much, I felt too bad to give away the food my mom packed me. So so I think I was like I can't give this away. I feel wrong doing so. It felt like a big smack in the face if I traded.
Yeah, I got over that once I realized she would have no idea. So.
Yeah, but I knew, and I would have to go home. And what if she said, "How was your lunch today?" You know, what do I say then?
Ooh, right.
It was delicious, and it's not a lie because you traded for something really good. And because the premise of this podcast is we have to leave behind our nostalgia for these products, I have to just say it. Gushers, last. Fruit by the Foot, second to last. And somehow the fruit... Are you kidding me? The fruit roll-up comes out on top? Yep. Betty Crocker, you better get your shit together, because I don't want to live in a society where the fruit roll-up is better than the Fruit by the Foot or the Gushers. I give this entire experience... I give it a 7. Out of 94.
Wow.
So that's what I have to say.
Wow, he went straight into the rating.
My case.
Straight into it. It's interesting you mentioned chemical warfare, because I did like try all three of these like one after the other and had like a massive headache by the time I was done with them, and just like felt disgusting.
I couldn't believe it. I bit into the Gusher and I was like, oh, I can't wait to try, because I had already had the fruit roll up and I was like, that's pretty much more or less. And then I had the Fruit by the Foot and I was crushed emotionally. And I was like, I really need the Gusher for the pick me up. Like I got myself psyched up for the Gusher, and then I bite into it and oh my God, I spit it out and I didn't try anymore. I mean, this is the lowest of the low for me. I can't believe how much I hated these.
I look forward to the last apple fact.
Michelle just looked at the apple facts.
Oh my God.
That's what I like to hear.
Josh, just so you're not left out, I'll share the apple facts with you as well.
Great.
Just so we can see what... Listen, I asked you both ahead of time who wanted which one, who wanted the Who's Line apple facts. And Michelle jumped on these. So, Josh, when you are ready to look at what Michelle has to do this week.
Give me 1 second. Let's wait for this to come in.
Okay. Yep.
Michelle, did you read like all of them, or did you just glance at it? Is that all you need?
I think she read the whole thing. All of it.
Michelle, you can't read the whole thing. It has to be as you go. It has to be a surprise. I'm not seeing any. Oh,
scroll down.
You're terrible.
So, for those Obviously, no one else can see. Michelle, what do the Apple facts? What does it say?
Oh, that's great. That's my favorite Apple fact.
You want me to say what it says?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, just so everybody could feel what's going on, you know.
Yeah, guys, so this is what Colin sends me. He sends me a blank Google document that says, Whose Line Apple Facts. At the very bottom of the page, Michelle, improvise the Apple Facts. What?
Well, it's an improv show, so...
Yeah, I'm really glad I don't have this one.
Oh, Josh, you got so lucky.
Oh, man.
Michelle, I will accept one improvised Apple fact, and then we can move on.
I liked how I was like waiting for it to load. I was like, it's not coming through.
You're like, Michelle, did you... You can't read them all at once. Is this your worst nightmare?
That's good. That is fresh.
It might be up there. All right, guys. That's fresh. You're... What the fuck?
This is interesting because normally I know the Apple fact ahead of time, but now I'm in the same boat as Josh. I don't know what's gonna happen. She's looking around the room, looking for inspiration.
Man, I need some popcorn for this.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't need to improv anything. I got a brain full of knowledge, ready to let you know what I know.
Let's hear it.
Whose Line Is It Anyway? The American version first aired on ABC, and ABC Family on August 5th, 1998, and it ran through December 15th, 2007, as we know, hosted by Drew Carey. There was actually a big competition on ABC Family from 2003 through 2007 between Drew Carey and Tom Kenny for America's Home Videos. And they switched Whose Line Is It Anyway to the 7 o'clock slot and moved ABC Family to the 8 o'clock slot, which hurt Tom Kenny so bad he had to take up a part-time waitressing job at Disney World.
Where at Disney World?
At the Rainforest Cafe.
Oh, I was hoping that the Monster Cafe.
Ooh, no, that was too upscale for him.
Did he do any funny voices when he waited?
Did he ever wait on them as SpongeBob or Patchy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, guys, I'm so dumb. Did I say Tom Kenny?
Yeah.
You said Tom Kenny.
Guys, I totally meant Tom Bergeron? The guy who hosts America's Home Videos.
I was super lost, so...
So are you looking at me? Like I don't know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
See, I also didn't really eat sandwiches at all growing up either, so maybe that's why I didn't eat it like a sandwich. I would just eat the cheese and crackers. I don't know.
What do you mean you didn't eat sandwiches growing up?
Okay, so
what are you talking about?
Yeah, well, when I think back to this, I don't know why, but we would just get I would just get cold cuts separately and not in sandwich form. and that would be lunch.
Like your Tony Soprano.
Yeah. Yep.
Like
that
your Tony
was
Soprano
the inspiration.
Going into the fridge, getting a couple of slices of gabagool. And then you call it a day.
Called it a day. No biggie. Very easy.
Oh my God. Sometimes you say things about your childhood and I think to myself, there's no way this is real. She's putting on a bit.
It's not a bit.
Did you eat sandwiches as a kid? What are you talking about?
Genuinely, I cannot remember one time that I had an actual sandwich.
You never had a sandwich once?
Michelle.
No.
You never got made a grilled cheese?
No, as a kid. Oh, okay. We had grilled cheese sandwiches, but that's it.
Okay. That counts. Yeah.
The actual, the ham and cheese or whatever. It was always just the ham and cheese. There was never in a sandwich form. I don't know. Maybe I didn't like it. I don't think I liked. I don't know.
What did you get packed for lunch for school? Lunchables.
Sometimes, but it would be the cold cuts and fruit and pudding or something like that. Just no bread because I didn't like it in one.
Did you ever wrap them up together?
What?
You put your pudding inside of a ham.
You're lying.
What do you mean I'm lying?
You put pudding in your ham?
No, I was asking if you did that.
Oh, absolutely not. Ew. Maybe I should stop sharing actual things from my childhood because people are going to think I'm really strange. Now that I'm thinking about it.
No, you have to keep doing it.
I like sandwiches now, though. I don't, like, seek them out, but if someone offers me a sandwich, like, I'll take it.
So my question is, have you ever had, like, do you just mean cold cut sandwiches? Or obviously you couldn't have peanut butter and jelly, but, like, did you have jelly and something else sandwiches? Did you have burgers? Because that's a sandwich.
Hot dog.
A hot dog is a sandwich, and I will go all day. I think Colin might be with me on that.
I think hot dogs are sandwiches. They're between two pieces of bread.
That my argument exactly. Would you say it's... What do you got there?
What?
Reginald.
What?
Did you just consume something?
Well, it wasn't an eyeball, if that's what you were thinking.
What in the hell where did you get an eyeball from?
I said it wasn't an eyeball.
Yeah, but that makes me think it was.
Reginald.
Was it good? Oh, you can't taste. You can't taste.
Oh, right. I definitely can't taste. That's what I told you earlier. And it is true.
Reginald, can you taste?
What?
Can you taste?
Of course I can taste. I possess his body. I taste everything he does. I feel everything he feels. It's a fucking nightmare.
So I'm a little annoyed that you...
His back hurts all the time. I mean, you're annoyed. Look at what I have to work with here.
Well, you know,
shoulder hurts, back hurts. Look at what the fuck am I wearing? What is this? What is this clothing? I've got this fucking hat on my head.
I like the respect that you're keeping it on. It's very honorable, I must say.
I took it off and the hair fell into my mouth instantly.
So you kind of like the hat.
Well, it's a necessity.
So you can taste.
Yes. Yeah, yes.
So, Reginald, why lie is what I'm wondering.
Why the lies?
Yeah. Is this like, do you like...
Oh, well, it's because I'm an insane serial killer, Joshua.
Okay.
Okay,
Gotcha.
That's fair, I guess. But...
yeah, when I asked about if you could drink, I was going to recommend a milkshake. You might enjoy one.
Oh, I can't drink.
Can't drink. Well, hey, you know what?
That comes back up. No, that comes back up.
Okay,
That's the truth.
It's almost...
Can't drink anything.
It's almost like a food. If you get it thick enough, it's kind of like ice cream.
Yeah, if you make it, you get it thick enough, and just eat it with a spoon.
I'm trying to think if we had ice cream when I was alive.
It's sort of like oatmeal, but without the chunks.
Do you mean porridge?
Yes. It's the same sort of...
So, let me get this straight. I want you on record to say that ice cream is like oatmeal. That's what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle,
sounds right?
That's not... Why would you say such a ludicrous statement?
I'm just trying to relate to him, okay? If you...
The disrespect.
What else? Okay. It's like if you used your cow's or your goat's milk in your porridge, it's sort of the same idea.
No.
Yeah.
I agree with Joshua. It is ludicrous.
It is pretty ludicrous.
If you're going to act a fool in front of Reginald, then you need to show me some southern hospitality.
Yeah, I guess porridge is hot and these things we have milkshakes are cold. What else would you have though that would be similar?
Is this ludicrous ice cream? Is it a moneymaker?
Yeah, I'd say it's a big moneymaker.
Oh, yes. Oh, man. Let me tell you, Reginald, I mean, you're not really going to know what I'm talking about, but the ice cream shops nowadays, I mean, it's insane. You spend, $8 for a cone, and all it is just a little, like a wafer in a cone shape.
Like in the church?
Yes. A little bit more delicious, but it's sugary. It is sugary, but yes, it's like that in a cone shape.
I burnt down 3 churches in my day.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's...
Was anybody in it? I guess not, because then your body count would have been a lot bigger.
No. Like an idiot, I thought it was Sunday, but it was Saturday. Nobody was in it.
All 3 times.
All 3 times. I got my days mixed up.
Wow.
Hey, happens when you don't have calendars, right?
I'm pretty sure we had calendars.
Was it common? I assume not.
Maybe you're just like following the sun and you just got your count mixed up, you know?
I lived in the 1800s. You think I followed the sun to keep track of time?
You could. I mean, who knows? It goes up, it goes down.
It's only been 200 years. It's not...
One tick.
We had
Two
calendars.
ticks.
We had newspapers. You mentioned newspapers. You weren't like, oh, this guy doesn't know what newspapers. I know what a newspaper is.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Didn't think about calendars, I guess, being more popular.
Didn't think about
Yeah.
papers.
In fact, they put the date on the newspapers. I didn't read them, and I thought it was Sunday.
Any last minute thoughts or questions for Reginald? I mean,
Well, I would like to say something because, you two have been just very kind to me, and because of that, I'm going to let you in on a little tidbit about death,
oh, wow.
and how not to end up like me as a spirit, searching the world, only being able to possess people an hour at a time. You see, when you die, your spirit comes to two paths. There's a path on the left and a path on the right. And what you want to do is... Oh, fucking holy shit.
whoa.
Oh, wait.
Yo.
What
Hold
the...
on.
Oh my god,
Because
Colin?
Wait,
Is that...
am I recording?
Colin,
Damn it.
We've been recording for 90 minutes?
Son of a bitch, Colin.
the worst time, Colin. Now
Oh.
What
Michelle,
the- wait.
Michelle, what do we do?
you can't be serious.
You can't just fucking come at me like that.
I mean,
Excuse
there's
me?
just-
Bear with us, Colin.
Well,
All right, there's a lot.
I've been
we're about
watching Pirates of the Caribbean for 90 minutes.
fucking A.
what the hell?
About to get the
Why-
best piece
It
of advice
was-
of my life, and
I didn't even get to say goodbye.
yeah. Well, shit.
Goodbye to what?
I was even considering.
What are you talking
I was
about?
considering his request too. Man,
Yeah, we needed to talk
Literally-
about it more, and it's just
What are you
I
talking
can't-
about?
I really wanted to know.
yeah. You know what, Colin?
No, what?
You know what, Colin? Much like you just did to us, we might just do to you, and just not fill you in on what you're curious about.
Well, that's fine. Obviously, we recorded an episode. I'm just going to be able to go back and listen to it.
Oh, son of a bitch, he's right.
Damn it.
I don't know if we want to talk about the line about the big cheese. It makes my skin crawl.
Yeah.
When he's like, I'm something of the big cheese, and she just goes, oh yeah, I smelled something stinky.
Oh, I'm so glad you brought it up. It was so
it's the
smelly.
cringiest thing ever.
It was so smelly. Like when I was a kid, I was like, I can smell it. I can smell. Like I just imagined him smelling of cheese, like a Parmesan. It was disgusting.
like an old Parmesan too.
And
Ew.
it's also the fact that she used the word stinky made it so much worse.
I know.
But
And
then
she
I stinky.
says it so
Like,
harshly.
and, like she her nose
Yeah.
crunches up. And she goes,
It made
stinky.
her. It made her
Yeah.
stinky. It made. I thought she smelled like cheese a little too.
Yeah, her acting was stinky. That line was stinky.
It was gross.
Yeah, that's like my least. It's by far my least favorite part of the movie is that line. Like I to this day makes my skin crawl.
Ew. Why would you refer to yourself as the big cheese?
I
Yeah,
know.
like,
to
what?
set up that joke, whatever
Yep.
quote joke, whatever it's called.
And he was supposed to be, Calabar turned him good looking. Right? That was like
Yeah,
the whole.
Supposedly,
Yeah, so I like, he's all right. I was for someone, compared to what he was, I guess,
he's like, I used to be so fucking hot, and you're like,
All right, like
okay, dude, relax.
fine. Yeah.
Oh, now you got that big cheese stuck in my head. Now I'm just all grossed out.
Man.
I'm sorry, I have to bring up the stinky cheese. I was hungry, but then I smelled something stinky. It
Oh,
must have been the big cheese.
I didn't think anybody else thought that was like nasty.
It's so nasty. Josh, what is the worst thing Grandpa Joe does in the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Is it A, coerce Charlie into drinking fizzy lifting drink? B, magically become healed once his grandson, not him, gets a golden ticket? C, continue to spend money on tobacco despite the clear poverty his family lives in? Or D, immediately ask Wonka if he gets to stay in the chocolate factory with Charlie.
There isn't a all of the above answer, is there?
Yeah, I was
Which
waiting
is
for
the
that.
worst thing he does.
Oh, the worst thing. Okay. What was B again?
Magically become healed once his grandson, not him, gets a golden ticket.
Definitely B.
Okay, Michelle?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely B. There might be a case for like the tobacco, but it's like he has a tobacco addiction, so it's not really his fault, you know?
B is correct. All of the other answers were also correct.
Yeah, I mean, you can't deny this man laid on his lazy ass for.
This
And then
man.
golden ticket comes, chance to go see Wonka in his chocolate factory. This man springs up like no one else and starts dancing around the shack,
like
singing a lovely tune. About how
tune is lovely.
it's his golden ticket. I've got a golden ticket. No, you don't.
Right.
No, you don't. Your grandson has one, and you're taking the place of his
yes.
his so much more worthy mother who should be accompanying him to the chocolate factory. I don't want to hear any more about it.
Yeah. I mean, exactly.
Well, I had forgotten he immediately after Wonka's like, you get to stay in this chocolate factory with me. Grandpa just like, and what about me too? Like instantly.
I remember that so well because it pissed me off almost equally. He just goes like this, and me. Operation was originally named Death Valley before Milton Bradley purchased the rights to the game. Speaking of valleys, what is your favorite valley of all time? Mine is Hill Valley. Despite the fact that ludicrous things happen there, I can buy a time-traveling DeLorean, but Mary Steenburgen, Mary Steenburgen, falling for crusty ass Christopher Lloyd. I don't believe that for a second.
He's so crusty.
He is crusty.
He's a crusty man.
Oh my dear God. Look at Apple fact number 4.
This is a long one. Sorry.
Okay. Enough talk about Back to the Future. These are the Operation Apple facts after all. One of my favorite parts of Operation is the fact that you can make the board game buzz by just pressing down on the dude's nose. I was having a lot of fun with this by playing classic movie themes such as Indiana Jones, Superman, Star Wars, and of course Back to the Future. What, you thought we were done with that movie? The goddamn Doc Brown used his dog as the first test subject. What an asshole. I don't know if animal rights existed back then, but what I do know is Doc Brown decides to live in the past and makes Marty take care of Einstein. Hey Dick, if you are going to take the responsibility of a pet, you better be sure to fulfill that commitment. Don't make the kid, who you presume will get into a debilitating car accident when you send him back, by the way, will automatically pick up the slack. What's that? He comes back to the future to pick up Einstein? Well shit, I guess Doc Brown is a hero after all. Unlike George... I'm going to read the rest of this Apple fact in George McFly's voice.
Okay.
Unlike George McFly, who was a peeping Tom, then again, are we really surprised they cast Crispin Glover as this creep? I'm not.
So if you guys can't tell where that Apple fact started out, I thought that Doc Brown left Einstein just in the past to kind of rot and put it on Marty, who, again, remember when he sends Marty back, he knows that Marty supposedly gets into like a car accident. Doc doesn't know that Marty's not going to get into that car accident in the future. He still thinks it's going to happen. So he puts it on Marty to take care of Einstein. But then I remembered he actually does come back on the train and picks up Einstein on the way. So I kind of had egg on my face. So I had to make it about Crispin Glover, I guess.
Oh, Crispin Glover.
He got recast. It's amazing.
So are we ready for the final Apple fact?
Yep.
Yes.
On the topic of Back to the Future, there was actually a Back to the Future version of Operation. The concept was the same, except instead of a body, kids had to remove pieces from the DeLorean. This included things like the hoverboard, Marty's jacket, and of course, the flux capacitor. However, the game was quickly discontinued after 3 children died due to the shock they received, being 1.21 gigawatts of electrical power.
Oh my god.
1.21 gigawatts. How could I be so reckless?
That's what Hasbro said after they made the game.
I don't know why Operation and Back to the Future go, have a deep-seated history, but it's all true. It's all facts.
What a DeLorean edition of Operation.
Yeah. Except a bunch of kids died, so we can't.
Actually, you know who I want as my character in Operation? I want George McFly. I want to do Operation on George McFly. I want to pick out a sci-fi comic book out of his tummy.
Take a chocolate milk out of his throat.
Like, instead of buzzing, it just goes like, ow.
It goes,
give me a
McFly.
Milk. Chocolate.
You have to remove his density.
I'm your density. The only truth about Santa you guys need to know is that he likes chocolate chip more than sugar cookies, okay?
There you go.
I used to make my parents leave a key in the mailbox because we didn't have a chimney for Santa. Because I'd be like, how's he going to get in? Not understanding Santa's magic. He could get in whenever. But I would be like, go put the key in the mailbox, Mom. And then obviously she didn't do it because that's an insane thing to do. But she definitely faked it.
Yeah.
Did you? What else did you guys do? Like, you put the cookies out in milk. Did you feed the reindeer?
Yes. Carrots and celery.
Yep. So yeah.
And a glass of water.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Oh.
Or a bowl of water.
I didn't do that.
I've learned Josh is a fan of the bowl of water.
I do like a good bowl of water. So yeah, Colin just all right. Let me just let everyone know. I'm not a dog. I don't just have.
You don't lap it up.
I don't just have bowls of water and lick the water, But if I'm at a certain house, right? Let's say a friend's house, and let's say we hang out like in the basement a lot, right? And let's say they don't have many cups.
So specific.
So I drink a lot of water, and let's say the house mostly has mugs. Mugs are not enough for a cup of water.
So specific.
So I've gotten so tired of going upstairs to refill the mug because it's just not enough. 8 ounces is not enough. So I'll sometimes get a bowl and I'll just fill it up with water. It's not that weird. It's the same thing. You put your lips to it and you drink it. It's just a bigger opening. That's it.
That is so crazy, but also so smart. Like,
oh my God, I thought Michelle was going to say that's how I drink all of my water.
Me too. I was about to...
No, but it should be.
She's going to tell some crazy story about her childhood about how they didn't have cups in the Midwest and we drank all of our water out of bowls.
No, Josh, like, what? It's crazy that you thought of that because you're absolutely right. Like, you're hanging out in someone's basement and you want a cup of water and you're someone who drinks a lot of water. They give you a little cup of water. It's not enough water. And you don't want to keep going upstairs and going downstairs. You're just missing so much. A bowl of water. It's wild, but it makes sense.
The first time I saw Josh do it, I looked over at him and I thought in my brain, there's no way this man is drinking water out of a bowl, right?
I'm here to bring new ideas to the table all day.
Yeah.
I suggest you guys try it.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want to get your steps in for the day, go ahead.
Right.
Because that's a good method too. But yeah, a bowl of water is fine. There's nothing weird about it. Unless you drink it like a dog, it's okay.
Okay. I have the apple facts.
But they're not called apple facts. What are they called, Michelle?
Hot apple cider facts.
All right.
I'm excited.
Before we get into that, I'm going to pour myself another mug of eggnog.
Ooh,
Oh,
I'm on my
boy.
third glass.
I've got
And
a
I
little
was
mug here.
Drinking well beforehand.
Whew.
Not all eggnog, because I feel like if you get drunk off eggnog, you're really asking for trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Like the amount of nog you got to drink to get drunk.
I mean, just listen to it. Listen to saying nog, getting drunk off nog. It just doesn't sound good.
Like it's stuck in your throat.
It's thick.
Ugh.
It's thick to say.
It's too thick.
It's thick
yeah.
to say, it's thick to pour, it's thick to drink. It's thicker than fucking Beyonce on the Single Ladies music video.
All right.
All right. So shall I read the disclaimer on this?
Yeah, read it all.
Okay. So our Our pre-Apple fact is just a quick disclaimer for everyone. It says Colin wrote these while inebriated. He wrote the first fact after 1 drink, the second after 2 drinks, the third after 3 drinks, and so on and so forth. Please do not attempt to write Apple facts while intoxicated. Leave it to the professionals. Yeah, so our first Apple fact. What's the deal with eggnog? It doesn't taste like egg. It doesn't have any nog. I don't even know what nog is. It sounds like an ancient Norse word for part of the anatomy. Hey, did you get some of that hot nog? Get a load of the nog on that Freyar. Freyar?
I don't know.
Okay. You guys like that bit? I've been watching a lot of Seinfeld recently, and I'm thinking of working it into my Tide 5. Please read entire fact in Jerry Seinfeld's voice. Oh, I don't know if I was...
You fucked that.
I wasn't doing so. I was doing some sort of like...
There's a stage
50s.
direction. There's a stage direction that says, please read entire fact in Jerry Seinfeld's voice, and Michelle ruined it.
But you put the stage direction at the bottom of the words that usually goes on the top.
Oh, Colin...
What's
that
the
sucks.
deal with eggnog?
Oh,
Yeah.
man, that could have been something special.
You're acting like that's not the joke. You're acting like the joke isn't for Michelle to have fucked it up by me putting the stage direction at the end. This is the joke.
Guys, listen.
What's the deal with eggnog?
I'm not in a
I
place
can't do
to
it.
really...
What's the deal with eggnog?
I can't.
It doesn't taste like egg. It doesn't have any nog. I can't do it. I don't know what I'm doing. Like
what was
50s
that?
sort of. I don't know.
You're
You know, you ever see Victorious? I think I'm doing Victorious as the police officer.
You're confusing Victorious with Seinfeld.
You like Raisin Bran?
I mean, same quality, Josh, obviously.
Man, I mean,
Okay.
I guess I should have read
Okay.
these Apple facts. I don't know.
No, nonsense, Josh.
Josh, you can't even sit upright right now.
Okay, Apple fact number 2. Eggnog was invented by a farmer with a whole bunch of chickens. One winter, he noticed the cold was getting to his children, so in order to try to keep them warm, he mixed together a very thick and fattening drink of eggs, milk, and sugar. The combination made his children go into instant diabetic shock, and he had to cut off all of their feet. But he was able to sell his concoction and make millions. He was able to buy robotic feet for his son, who then later sold the rights to his life story to Paul Verhoeven in order to make RoboCop. The stipulation, of course, being that they had to feature eggnog prominently in the film. If you go back and watch the movie, you'll hear RoboCop famous catchphrase, "Your move, creep. Boy, I do sure love sweet, sweet eggnog."
My favorite part of that Apple fact is Michelle's reading of concoction as concoction.
My favorite was Paul Verhoeven.
I don't know. Oh, man. Okay. Apple fact number 3. The problem with eggnog as a product is that it's only around during the holiday season. However, let me submit to you my pitches to have eggnog at any celebration. For Pledge Week, kegnog. For when you want to look at a picture online, JPEGnog. For when you have a pirate-themed party, pegnog. For when you want to slather your filthy fucking submissive lover in creamy frothy liquid, begnog. For when you want to watch a Mr. Peck marathon, Gregnog. See? The options are severely limited.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I think 3 drinks in was when I was at my funniest, so it's all downhill from here.
I like Pegnog.
Yeah, that's the best one.
I like Bagnog, but that's just 'cause I'm a naughty little boy.
Okay, number 4. Y'all remember that scene in Santa Claus when they go to Denny's and he goes, "What do you say? We start out with cold glasses of delicious seasonal favorite, eggnog." And then the waitress says, "We're out." And then Tim Allen's character fucking murders Santa Claus and takes over his entire lifestyle. How close? His home, his job, his workforce, his entire identity is morphed to the point where... His entire identity is morphed to the point where he can't tell where Tim Allen begins and Santa Claus ends. It's a hellscape and crisis of identity that Tim Allen hasn't been a part of since he played a spaceman who has an identity crisis and is forced to come to terms with the fact that he's a toy. Insert Tim Allen noises here. What?
It was
Okay.
supposed to say his close, not how close.
I realized that as I was reading it.
Yeah, I fucked up.
Guys,
It's okay.
let me just make a side note, and this can be cut out. The fact
Nope.
that I somehow, this isn't a long episode, but it's a hard episode to edit. And I somehow get
Yeah.
stuck with the fucking hardest episodes to edit
No,
sometimes.
Josh.
No,
Josh,
I'll edit this one.
We're
Josh.
making
I'll
Michelle
do it.
edit this one, clearly.
Oh, no, I have to
Obviously.
edit a Christmas
you give
episode.
me the hard work.
No, you get the movie one.
Oh, I thought Michelle wanted to do that one.
Yeah, fuck her.
Oh, I'll do both of them.
No, Michelle, don't be ridiculous. We'll talk later.
Number 5 on our hot apple cider
Shit,
fact.
we're already on number 5?
I don't know, time flies when you're drunk as fuck.
Holy fuck.
As a child, I never understood the appeal of eggnog, but now that I've put brandy in it, I get it. Because the sailor said, "Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good dog you would be. Your egg could steal a sailor from the punch bowl that your Uncle Craig just threw up in." Who allowed Craig? He's been banned from Family Christmas for the last 4 years for licking stamps and putting them on the bare butts of grannies at the local gym when they're doing their mall walking. Don't spank grannies while they're mall walking, Uncle Craig.
You went a weird direction
And
with that one.
the Oscar goes to Michelle Potter.
I mean, was Sir Ian McKellen
I
in
am-
your room?
I am very glad Michelle...
Who?
I'm very glad Michelle
Sir
was
Ian
elected
McKellen?
to read these Apple facts because she just took it in a direction I would never be able to take it in. Way to go, Michelle.
I don't know.
Bravo. Insert clap clip.
I have some notes.
No notes at this time.
Note number 1, how fucking dare you butcher my Apple facts?
If you start something with "as a child,"
Do you
just have to-
understand the amount of effort I put into that last Apple fact? Literally wrote it scrambling before we started recording with no ideas in 5 seconds.
I think Michelle took it in a direction I would never be able to, and I have to give a round of applause to Michelle. Way to
Some
go.
would call her the Gary Oldman of the podcast.
wow,
Way to
that
go.
is such an honor.
Way to
I'd
go.
just
Others
like
would
to
not.
thank-
Others would not call her that, though.
I would call her that. Colin might not.
I don't know.
Michelle is the Daniel Day-Lewis of this episode's
Wow.
Apple Podcasts.
That is the nicest thing anyone
Hey,
has ever
hey,
said to me.
Michelle,
Guys,
I steal
Colin?
your eggnog. I drink it up.
I just
Okay.
I hope you realize, I don't know if you caught this, but I said Apple Podcasts. I meant Apple Facts. Man, I need to take a rest.
We are not sponsored by Apple,
This
but
is a fun fact that the editor needs to put in that Josh has not eaten for 24 hours.
Yeah, I think it's maybe important to note, since Colin brought it up, I haven't eaten in over 24 hours, and I've decided to
And
drink.
how many drinks have you had? How many
we are
drinks have you had?
monitoring
I've
his
had
health if anyone's
maybe,
concerned like I am.
4 to 5 shots, 2 twisted teas, and a whole bunch of eggnog, alcoholic. So, yeah, I did.
And I want to throw up.
And I did it
Yeah.
for all you guys. After we're done recording, I might just go to the toilet. I don't know. Hopefully I'm able to sleep it off and have a nice wicked dream about it, but probably not.
Oh my god.
And here's to you guys, another sip of eggnog.
Oh, sip of eggnog. Here we go. Down
Okay,
it.
sip of eggnog.
Oh,
All right.
It's just,
the eggnog got caught in my throat.
it gets lodged in the throat a little
It's
bit.
like a strip of film in the back of your throat.
It really is. It's like, when you have a sandwich, right? Any kind. And you decide maybe it's time to tell someone something, and you have a piece of sandwich still lodged in your throat, and you speak in a voice that's just so deep, way deeper than you expect, and it's because you have sandwich lodged in your throat. That's what this eggnog is like.
Not to go off topic, but we do have some time. Hot dog. What do you consider that a sandwich?
Oh, I can't.
Sandwich.
Yep. Oh, Michelle, really?
Nope, you're wrong.
Michelle,
you're wrong.
Oh, yes.
You're wrong. You want to know why?
Why?
Hi.
It's a taco.
Ooh,
A hot dog is a taco. Think about it.
I like that.
Yeah.
But guess what? It's still a sandwich to me.
It's a sandwich, yeah.
I don't
You're
think
not-
so.
Sandwich is between two pieces
Yep.
of bread. A taco is not a bread.
A tortilla.
Yes, it
A
is.
tortilla is not bread.
It's a type of bread.
it's-
It's absolutely a type of bread.
No, but it's not the sandwich bread that we're
It's not,
talking about.
All right, well, maybe if you're bread racist.
We're not bread
Nope.
racist. We're just bread accurate.
Because if you actually
That sounds
I think-
like some fucking white privilege bullshit.
I think a taco isn't a taco.
Bread privilege
Wait,
bullshit.
hold on. Isn't it? It's a burrito that's more of the softer.
I've never had eggnog, and you guys hyped it as sort of like a melted.
Okay, wait a minute. Don't say you guys. Josh.
Why not?
I went on the personal history how I tried it like maybe once as a kid. I ain't hype
Oh.
shit.
Oh, okay.
Don't come at
Okay.
me.
Guys.
Put
I
your
wasn't-
expectations on me.
Listen, I'll be
Okay.
glad.
Listen.
I'll be glad to lead this discussion in the opinions of
No.
eggnog.
Michelle needs to go because she was all like, "Oh, I'm going to do what you have to say." Like she's the nicest person in the world. What an act.
I took way too big of a gulp of eggnog. Whoa.
Michelle, please continue your thoughts. I respect your opinion and I respect you as a person.
Okay.
Cheers, Michelle.
Cheers, Josh. Cheers. Yeah, so Josh hyped it as sort of this like melted milkshake thing. So I was like, oh, okay. That sounds good. So I got the regular eggnog and I got the alcoholic eggnog, just two different kinds. And I smelled it. Doesn't smell great. So I was like, okay, maybe it tastes better. I tasted the non-alcoholic one first. And let me tell you guys, I hated it. I could barely take a full sip. I was disgusted. It's so bad. Okay. And then I tried the alcoholic one, and that I honestly don't know which one's worse. When we just cheersed and did a drink of eggnog, I took a fake sip because I couldn't take a real sip. 'Cause that's how much I hate
So
it.
that just shows Michelle's commitment to this show.
No. It showed you the veal in which she chooses to present herself. That she would take a fake sip. She would cheers you, Josh, and take a fake sip.
I feel
That's like bad luck.
I feel insulted. I feel disgraced. I feel betrayed, Michelle.
I feel scandalized.
I didn't know this.
Yeah,
I didn't know this until now. That you took a fake sip when I cheers, and I drank this thick, alcoholic, milky, eggy beverage.
And Josh, how many other
You
times do you
like
think
it,
she took
Josh.
fake sips when you've cheersed? You don't know
Oh
now.
my God.
Wait, what'd you say, Colin?
Yeah.
She could have been taking fake sips when you've cheersed
Oh.
your entire life now.
Oh,
ever since you've known her.
You're right. I
It's
am
the lie
reflecting.
that has spun
Yep.
into a shit ball.
Yeah, as you know, Josh, you and I drink eggnog together all the time, of
I'm
course.
not talking
Like,
about fucking just eggnog, Michelle. I'm talking about any fucking
Yep.
drink you've ever fucking had before in your entire
Well,
fucking life.
I like the other fucking drinks, Colin.
No,
so
hold on.
why would I fake
No,
cheers?
but see, we don't know that.
Yeah, he's right.
I'm telling you that I do.
There's no way. There's no way
Josh,
you like.
Like
Josh.
my Roy Kent impression.
who played an entire game of Bean Boozled with you? Me. Would I fake cheers you if I put myself through that?
She's right.
No.
She is right, Colin. No one else seems to be able to go through a whole game of Bean Boozled than Michelle and I. No one else. No matter how many bad
Well,
flavors.
yeah, because it's fucking disgusting.
Well, hold on. But Michelle and I were able to go through spoiled milk. We're able to go through dirty
Oh.
socks or whatever the hell the
Gross.
flavors are.
Yeah, I don't want to have a bad time.
But Michelle, it's not really about me. It's about the audience. Okay? You said cheers to the audience and you took a fake sip.
Yeah,
I took a sip of something else instead.
you liar.
Michelle might have given something a 0. I think one of us did.
If I didn't give something a 0 before, I'm about to do it now because I hated the texture, I hated the smell, I hated the taste. I when I tell you I could not drink more than like a mouthful, I couldn't do it. So I'm gonna give the non-alcoholic one a 0 and the alcoholic one also a 0.
Oh my god! Okay, if any of you have seen Home Alone and you know the cover,
Josh just went full Kevin McAllister.
you know the famous scene. That was me for a solid 25 seconds. I was jaw dropped. My hands were covering my jaw. I couldn't experience a different feeling than that was. Michelle gave eggnog Both non-alcoholic and alcoholic is 0. I can't even describe my feeling right now. For a second, my soul left my body. Kevin McAllister entered inside me and just displayed the iconic scene in Home Alone. Michelle, I am disgusted.
I could say something good.
I wish you could too. I am disgusted. I am baffled. I am floored that you could even give.
I know.
Like, you can't think. Hold on. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. As under the influence I am, you're telling me. Just
I'm telling
hold
you.
on. Just you can't think one positive thing about either or.
No.
You've
No,
had
I can't.
ice cream. You've had melted ice cream. You've had a milkshake.
It tastes nothing like that.
You've had a.
It tastes like nail polish.
Michelle, hold on. Let me finish. Hold on. You've had a milkshake. You've had ice cream. You've had melted ice cream. You've had a vanilla. You've had everything delicious. You've had, and Colin can't stop laughing because he knows that I am.
She gave fucking Hocus Pocus an 84. She gave fucking Nick Nugget 0.
Like, you're telling me you don't even like the taste of sugar. You can't even get it like
It doesn't taste like sugar. It tastes like poison.
poison.
It's bad.
Michelle, you gave like. I don't even have the words. You've given like fruit gushers, fruit roll up, and fruit by the foot. I don't even remember. I know it's above 20, but not even like a .10, not even like a .05. You can't give any points for the like.
Nope. No points.
Oh man, I don't know. I wonder what my reaction would be if I was sober. But I am just disgusted.
It was so bad.
I have a headache from my reaction.
Oh my god.
I have a headache.
Yeah, guys.
I have a headache from Colin's reaction to my reaction.
She gave it a fucking 0.
To both. She couldn't even find a positive, like, she didn't even decipher which one was better than the other. Both are equal.
They're both both equally terrible.
You know what? I'm glad we put yours in the middle. I'm glad we saved my review for last because how dare you? How dare... Poor eggnog.
And that's going to do it for our best of episode. Just, before I do the plugs and everything, I just wanted to say from myself and Josh and Michelle, we are all very, very grateful to everyone who listens, putting this podcast together, setting it up, launching it. It's been it's been a great year, and we put a lot of work and effort into this podcast, and we really do appreciate everyone who listens. So if you could, try to spread the podcast, if you're a listener, send it to a friend or send it to a sibling or, I guess don't send it to your grandma unless you have a really cool grandma. Then I guess you can send it to her. But another way that you guys can help out is you can go to our YouTube channel, Millennial Milkshake. You can subscribe. You can like our videos there. You can give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts if you have not already. And you can also follow us on our Instagram, Millennial Milkshake. That's where we're doing a lot of our stuff on our stories, a lot of cool stuff. You can also follow us on our individual social medias if you want to. I'm at The Last Call on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Josh is at Joshy_124. Joshy spelled with an I-E. That's on Instagram. And then Michelle is Michelle Thoughts on Instagram. That's thoughts spelled the way you think. And from Josh, Michelle, and I, we really, really wish you a wonderful, wonderful 2022. And hopefully you'll be back for some more episodes next week. And remember, stay creamy.